Alrighty, let's get through this Grinch with a drink. It's pretty easy. A couple things that I set up so that make it a little more editable. If you've worked with any of my other Canva templates, you'll know how to recolor stuff already. It's pretty simple. If you haven't, I'm going to show you right now. You'll see over here in the layers, to get to layers, you're just going to click on any image, hit position, and it'll bring up this window. You'll either be in arrange or layers. Make sure you're in layers so that you can see the layers. What we're going to do is we're going to pick the item we want to recolor first, and then we'll recolor it. So let's say we want to recolor the jacket. Here's the jacket. It's locked right now, so I'm going to click on it, and you'll see a little lock right here. I'm going to unlock that, and you'll know that it's unlocked because there won't be a lock here anymore. So now I have the coat selected, the jacket selected, because there's a purple square around this, I could tell. Excuse me. And with it selected, I'm going to hit Edit Photo. And then I'm going to come down here to Duotone. If you don't see this in effects, you might have to add it, but it should be here. I think this is here by default. And this is the free version, by the way. This is not paid version. This is free. And you're going to click on the Duotone. And the first one you're going to click is Custom. When you click it for the first time, you should have white and black here. If you have any other colors here in the custom, make sure the bottom one, the shadows, is black. Actually, you could put zeros here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 zeros. That'll be pure black. And then we're going to use the top one to change the color. So if I come over here and you see I start changing the color of the hoodie, there it goes. Change it to whatever I want. I could type a number in. I could change the hue, the brightness, the saturation, all of that. So I'm going to go red for now because it's nice and bright and it matches the Coke. And that's it. And then I'm going to go back to actually I hit position again and layers. I'm going to lock that hoodie. I like locking them because Canva's not the best at being able to pick the images below. So I like to lock them because it makes my life easier. That's just me. Let's say I want to recolor the hat. Same thing. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to unlock it up here. Unlock. It's highlighted, so it's selected. I'm going to hit Edit Photo, down to Duotone, and I'm going to change this to like a yellow hat, something like that. Maybe in there somewhere. Boom, done. Okay. Same thing. I'm going to lock that again, just because I like the way I do it. You can recolor the strings, done the same way, and you can recolor the pom-pom, done the same way. I'm going to leave those alone for now because you've already seen how to do that. I'm going to we're going to work on the hand with the drink in it. I'm actually going to delete the Coke that I have so I could show you this from the kind of the start. So this is kind of what it looks like with nothing in its hand. Okay. I've already uploaded a Coke can and a beer bottle. That's a cartoon. When doing this, do yourself a favor. Try to get something that looks like it belongs with this image. Like this Coke can doesn't really fit. It kind of works, but not really. The beer bottle I did with using Bing AI, but actually it's Dolly 3 inside of Bing, and it looks so much better because it kind of matches the style of what's going on. I'm going to show you that here in a second. I'm going to do both. So let me add the Coke can. The reason I'm going to do both is because I'm going to show you how to adjust some stuff here. So I'm going to click on the Coke can, and obviously it's way too big and it's not the right angle. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to position, and I want the Coke can to be behind everything. So I'm going to take the can, this little right here, and just drag it down. I'm clicking, I drag it down. Now it's behind everything. So now I'm going to maneuver it. Oops, don't do that. I'm going to maneuver it over here towards the hand. I'm going to start scaling it down. See, I'm going to get it close. Down here at the bottom is the rotation. So I'm going to rotate it so it is the right angle. I'm not going to worry about this little thumb piece. All I'm looking at is I want to make sure there's no gap here. So this has got to be kind of right inside there, and almost no gap at the bottom. So I'm going to just angle this maybe a little more, try to line it up. There we go, kind of like that. And actually, yeah, that'll work. That's fine. So we'll get it right like there. Okay, and then same thing, like I said, no gap here. So we're going to slide it over just like that. Now, you'll see that the thumb is in the wrong spot, but the thumb is a separate element. So we can unlock the thumb And now the thumb can be moved. So if the can is wider, you can move it out. If you need to move it up or down, you can. What I would say is somewhere in between these two fingers would be kind of normal, somewhere in there. And then I kind of split this down the middle. That kind of gives me kind of about where it would be because it would wrap around the side of the can. And the can looks like it needs to come down a little bit. So I'm going to drag it down just a little bit. Select the can. Bring it down just a, oops, not that. I'm going to bring it down a touch. There we go, like that. Perfect. Good. So now when I zoom out, there's the can in his hand. It's even got a little bit of shadow there. That's part of the image. Everything's got a little bit of shadow. Perfect. That's done. So now you can see the can is real. So that's where I kind of say it does. It looks kind of silly to me. It looks like it doesn't really work. So I'm going to show you the beer can, the beer bottle, I should say. So I'm going to delete that. I'm actually going to delete this as well because this is an old bottle I was messing with. And we're going to go back to my uploads. And like I said, I created this one inside of Bing using Dolly AI. And I'm going to drag it over here. And you can see it kind of, like I said, it looks a little bit better because it's the cartoon style. You know, it's in the style of this Grinch. And I do like that. So same thing, we're going to have to go back to position. We're going to drag it to the back. So it's behind everything. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Drag it over. Same thing. Make sure that bottom is kind of in a good position. I'm going to get rid of that gap between the fingers and the bottle, kind of like that. And if I need to, I can angle it. I can make it a little bit bigger. And now you see where that thumb kind of comes into play. Because now I can grab the thumb and drag it over and put it right there. And now it looks like he's gripping that bottle in the same size. So there you go. Super easy. I taught you how to recolor. You can, oh, the logo, one last thing, the logo for sure. If you want to add a logo here, very simple. Come back here to position. I'm actually going to delete that logo so we can see how to do it from without it being there. Let me unlock it. And then I'm going to delete it. There we go. If you upload a logo, you could just go to your uploads, click on the logo that you want to add. We're going to size it down a bit. And then we're going to go back to position, and it's got to be behind the strings. So we're going to drag it just behind the strings, just like that, because these are separate. I'm going to lock my thumb here. And then we're going to just drag this over, and you'll see that's behind there now. I'm going to size it down a little bit. Make sure it's sized down so it doesn't go outside into the hood or down below where the pocket is. So you kind of want to get it in there. You can make it as big or small as you want, but just kind of make sure it's in there. One last little tip for you. What you can do is if you want, with the logo selected, make sure it's selected. There we go. You can come to the top up here and go to this transparency and bring the let me try that again. Bring the transparency down just a touch, just to kind of give it maybe that little bit of, these little bit of black shadows come in just a tiny bit. You don't have to go too crazy, but just a little bit kind of takes it down a little bit, makes it look like it's part of the image. That's pretty much it. There you go. I hope you enjoy this little tutorial, and I hope this helps you out. Like I said, super easy to recolor. And then once you do this, you would just export it and use it as you like. That's it.